So in terms of the first part of the teaching bit here today, we always say that before we go and look at the future or the windscreen in front of me, I want to do a really good job of being grateful. Please write that down. Being what, everyone? Grateful. And for a lot of people, they're so front-focused the whole time. It's always the next deal, the next thing I got to do, what am I doing tomorrow? And I've even seen this in my own life where sometimes I'm a bit average on locking in where I've been and being grateful for where I've come from. Raise your hand if you've been guilty of that, too front-focused, right? So that's why we always do a piece at the start of these days on this one here, which is what, everyone? Nice and loud. Celebrate the wins. So here's your chance to have a look at your year, the last quarter, where you've been. So before we go front focus, let's go and do a good job of locking in where we've come from. And to do that, I'd like you to focus on the last 90 days. And please write all of these three levels down, everyone. So the front one that we're going to do is the top 3 business wins. Right now, I need you to be specific, right? Which means is I don't want to hear, hey, I grew my sales. Well, how much did you grow? What was the conversion rate? What was the specific within that? Second one is what, everyone? Personal wins, right? We need to lock in, you could have gone on a holiday, lost weight, put on weight, did a date night, whatever that looks like. And last one, but not least, is dumb tax, right? What was the thing that you're going to learn from that we don't need to do again? What was the dumbest thing you did in business or in life in this last 90 days? So this is just going to be yourself. This is a personal workshop. I'm going to give you about 4 minutes to do this. So 4 minutes, just yourself, starting now. Okay, if I just could have your eyes, please. I'd like you to get your best business win here, and I'd like you to annualize it. What would I like you to do, everyone? Nice and loud. Annualize it. So if I did the same win for the next 3 quarters, what would be the 12-month result or the annualized result of doing the best business win across a full year? I'll give you another 45 seconds starting now. All right, so you should have 3 business wins down, the annualized on one of them, 1 personal and 1 dumb tax. What I'd like you to do, please, is around your table, do maybe the top 2 business wins, maybe not all 3. You can do all 3 if you really need to. 1 personal win, 1 dumb tax around your table. Everyone is participating. And the way we do it as a reminder to people is when you're doing a group workshop around your table, right, I encourage you to be writing notes on the other person. They might be giving you a great learning, and if you don't have a pen in your hand and ready to rock and roll on that, that one passes you by. So we're going to go around. This is probably going to be about 4 minutes per person, 3-4 minutes per person. And we're going to go around and start with the person on your table with the least amount of hair. All right. Part of the reason we have 4 microphones in here is you're going to be up and down all day long. Now, in terms of why we do this is if you think about this, firstly, it's really good for yourself to lock in the learning, the win, whatever that is. But the second point that I'd like you to write down is it actually helps the other people in the room. Please write that one down, right? So if you're sitting there like a lot of people who don't like public speaking, right, you're actually being selfish because you're not sharing your learning with the room. So I know that there's a few people that hate hearing themselves on a microphone, but let's get over that and get as many people and fresh people up to the microphone today. So if you've got a massive win that you would like to share, or personal or dumb tax that you think is important, I'd like 2 people each microphone. Let's go before I start having to call people up, and you know who I'm going to be calling up. Let's go. Thank you, Paul. You're right beside the microphone this time, so don't have long to walk. Righto. I'm going to go long to start with. Kurt, who are you? You're going to say, who are you? What's the business? Where you're from? It's not a pitch. And then obviously we'll just do the top win, personal and dumb tax. We won't do all three of them. We'll be here till lunchtime. Yes, sir. Who are you?
Kurt Myro, Identity Group in Toowoomba. So I'm just going to go with my personal win. Bruiser, we had a bet a couple of years ago for $3,000 to lose some weight. So since that...
calling in his debt straight up. I like it.
Absolutely. I have lost, as of yesterday, 31 kilos.
Good on you.
So yeah, you and I had a bet one night at a bar, and it has worked out really well. So processional effect of that has just been incredible.
Let me ask a question, Kurt. How's that affected your business?
It has increased confidence, like self-confidence, talking with people, self-image, hugely. So I feel better about myself, a whole lot less anxiety, carrying myself better into meetings, so many different things.
Awesome. Anything else you'd like to share?
No, that's literally it.
30 odd kilos, mate. Give him a hand. Well done.
Thank you.
We'll go to this one. Yes, ma'am. Who are you? Where are you from? What's the business?
Hello, Bruiser. I'm Yvette from MF Martial Arts. We're on the Sunshine Coast, Townsville, and also in the Moreton Bay area. My win that I want to talk about is actually threefold. It kind of fits into all three sections. I've invested in a personal growth coach to help with mindset and ADHD systems to help in my growth and business, as well as that's then taught me how to, with this coaching as well, we've been able to have realigned conversations with our business partners, as well as my husband as well, which is a business partner. And you know how hard conversations I know how hard conversations can get around those. So big business win is we've realigned a lot within our business in the last 90 days.
And has that grown the sales or the bottom line or both?
That is in sales, and it will be in, basically we haven't grown yet, but there is plans to grow.
Righto, so you're on the eve of, yep.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, good.
And then that links into middle of the year, which was a big burnout period for me. So I've been able to sort of climb out of that, which has been really amazing for my family and my health. And I'm just going to do the dumb tax one too, because it is important, I feel. We've just tolerated a bad team member for a very long time. So we have a plan now of how to terminate them, which is a big thing for us.
And you're the only one in the room, Yvette, that's ever had tolerating a bad team member for an extended period of time. Give her a hand, everyone. Well done. Yes, man. Who are you? Where are you from? What's the business?
Good morning, Bruiser. I hope it's $3,000 per kilo, by the way. So, my name is Siobhan. I'm from WA. I'm over here with Inline Engineering. My business win was clear communication with a team member who was looking for a full-time role, so she was going to be leaving, so planning ahead the refill for her position ahead of time. We trained someone up in the background, and as soon as that happened, I was actually in Uganda, so we were able to swap her straight in, which was really cool.
Great.
The personal win was winning the Abundance Award in Uganda on the last mission over there, and I think from that, being able to be so present in myself and able to really enjoy that trip.
Great.
Dumb tax, maybe I'll relate that to rolling my ankle in Uganda and fracturing my ankle, so not so much fun.
Yeah, that wasn't a great day, that one.
Still worth it.
Can I just share another one for you and James on the engineering business?
Please.
So I think last year profits were about mid-200s from memory, and I think you guys are on track this year to do about $1 million of net, so yeah. I think that deserves a round of applause as well. Well done. Thanks, Siobhan. Yes, sir. Let's go long.
Joe Maloney, formerly from Resoul Cycle, now from Crown Pack. Resoul Cycle pretty well collapsed and we shut the business down in January. It took us maybe 4 or 5 months to get a new one, and we've now got a 20-year-old plastics manufacturer right here in Sunshine Coast.
Okay, and give me some of the numbers, what you should do this year.
So we've managed to lift production, and we should be able to do about a $5 million revenue in the first 12 months.
Great, and what type of net will you do on 5?
It should be 20%, so hopefully the million mark.
Great, and that's coming off like literally shutting a company down.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Completely shut down in January, but
Yep.
it was probably maybe even a year and a half, 2 years ago that we started chatting with Wade about, we could see it in decline. So
Yep.
we knew the best strategy was to buy an existing business.
Yep.
So
Great, and look, please write this down. It's a good learning of Joe, is that sometimes we're on the wrong horse. No matter how much we train it and care for it, it's just not going to win the Melbourne Cup, and you've made a decision there by the sound of it, and you should be congratulated to have the foresight, with your coach, I might add, to choose a different horse. So well done, give him a hand. Any others, sorry?
no, that's it.
That'll do. Righto, good evening. Give him a hand. Yes, sir, we'll go long.
Hey Bruiser, Adam from Smythe Financial. We fund equipment, you can find us out there. This is probably one of my favourite things to do at EBS is celebrate the wins, because it seems every time I come here there's more wins that I can write down and share. So I started EBS 2.5 years ago, and I've just had my biggest business win, which is I purchased $1 million business, and the first month net profit's looking like it's going to be about 32 to 42 grand. We'll see in the next couple of days how it all washes out, but that's about 384 to 500 net profit per year for my first business purchase, which I'm super excited about.
You should be. How old are you?
I'm 31.
Very good. Give him a hand for that.
Personal wins. One of the things that I wrote down in my I am statements 2.5 years ago was I am happy. I'm excited to share that I continue to live that I am statement, and I am happy.
Good on you, mate.
Dumb tax. My missus quit her job a little bit too early during the business purchase, and I had to tip in another 70 grand in cash to buy it, so that was a little bit hurtful. But it's done now, so.
Yep. Anyway, great story. Give him a hand. Well done. Cam Brown, I might hear from you down there too. Thanks for volunteering. Yes, ma'am. We'll go to the second one here.
Okay, I'm also 2.5 years into a business. Feel like we're in toddler phase now. So this year we were nominated for the Sunshine Coast Business Awards. Did a bit of brain damage completing the submission, and we made it to finals. So we very grateful to EBS with helping us see our potential and being able to stand without imposter syndrome, saying, hey, we've done something in our 2.5 years. We also have converted how we purchased our property to self-managed super. That was from February to yesterday, so that's happened. And we also, in that process, realised our occupancy has increased from 44% to 65%, which is about 70 grand net profit for us. We can actually see those figures. So moving on, if we can just nudge it up to 75, we'll feel that our lifestyle will be without having to always look at every figure that's coming in, which gives you some comfort with living. Our personal winners, Greg and I, after all of that stress and a lot of hard work, we took ourselves off on a 2-week planned Vietnam tour and had somebody come and manage our business while we were away, and did that comfortably. And Dumb Tax, still learning how to push buttons in booking.com and all of those, and
Yep.
turn on an early booker and you find that you've got a whole lot of bookings in the future that you don't want and have to cancel because they're not meeting the guidelines that you've set. So thank you. Thank you, Bruiser.
Well, thank you, and good luck getting everything. You're making progress by the sound of it, which is great. Number 2, good luck getting it into adolescence.
Thank you.
Give her a hand. Joshy Linwood, I might get you on that one too. Yes, ma'am.
Hello, Christy from Coastal On Solutions here on the Sunshine Coast. I don't even know where to begin with win-wise, but my main one, is joining EBS 6 months ago. Through that, one of the top wins that I'm proudest to share is that we've now developed and launched successfully a subscription model that's a Southeast Queensland first for lawn maintenance. And from that, looking to annualise by next year 150 subscribers active. Personal win.
So hang on, before you go there. So that will take out the ebbs and flows of, do they get me back, do they not get me back? So you've just got more consistent cash flow. Is that the big win underneath that?
Consistent cash flow, consistent hours for our team,
Yep.
no seasonal impingements, and collectively able to reach out to real estates more realistically with straightforward pricing.
So good. And if you're the first to do it in Southeast Queensland, you should be congratulated. So enjoy the consistency. Give that a hand, I think.
And that was all on the back of the foundation event with changing my perspective on the business and thinking of different ways to implement and increase our profits.
Good. Congrats again.
And personal win?
Yep.
5 weeks out from having my first baby, so I'm super excited. And Danny and I, my husband, now are at a point in the business where we can comfortably nest, knowing our team is sorted with a general manager in place and an operations manager in place as well.
What will that do for your time in terms of time back? Is it a day, 2 days, a week? What is it?
That's me going from grinding myself 80 hours a week to being able to pop in the office leisurely 2 to 3 times a week to collaborate with our team.
Great.
That's
Anything else?
Not only thing I can say is EBS, 100% best thing we've ever done as a personal and business decision.
So, and the great thing on this message is you're saying this at the 6-month mark, and we're about to go to the next microphone who's been at it with me for approaching 20 years. So if you're saying this after 6 months, you keep doing it. Just watch the results keep coming. So congratulations. Give her a hand. Yes, sir. Who are you?
G'day, Bruiser. Paul from Commercial Clean Australia. I'm still on the fence about EBS. I'm not quite sure yet. I'll let you know. Top win for us was a new GM. So that wasn't a simple process. You know, you kind of got to shuffle some deck chairs to make these things happen, which can be uncomfortable. So I'll just leave it at that. But Mark seems to be going really good. Happy about that. October was a all-time record month for us. That was a bit sneaky. I didn't see that coming. So
would you put that down to the new GM or just your focus or?
Yeah, no. Shuffling the deck chairs. The GM wasn't quite across it all by then. So
yep.
Just moving a few things around. We've had some good growth that our growth kind of catches the bottom line profit maybe 3-4 months later.
Yep.
Our model works. So, yeah, just making some changes after board in July. Kind of 2 days after board, we made a big change. So,
yep.
That caught us in October, which is good.
Good.
Yep. Personal win. We took the kids to Japan. So we've ticked all the boxes. You know, we sat down about 10 years ago and had all these places around the world we wanted to take the kids, and that's the last one. So thank God for that. That's done. Dumb tax. We took the kids to Japan.
I like it. Before you sit down, Paul, I know this exercise was last 90 days, but in terms of your net worth at the start of coaching to now, you want to just speak what that is and was?
Not really.
Well, you come a long way, mate.
Yeah, well, when we started coaching, I remember we had a different business, and we were like, I don't know, we're like, shit, we spent 60 grand on this thing, and it's going shit, and how do we get out of it? And, net worth was 0. It wasn't negative, but it was 0. So, no, we're going all right now, mate. That's that.
It's a big figure. Give him a hand. Yes, sir. Who are you? What's the business?
Cameron Brown, custom home builder, Pacific Blue Developments on the Sunshine Coast. Biggest business win, we made the decision in the last quarter to split a complementary service that's part of our business and make it its own entity. So that's our design studio, something that we've been giving away for free forever and something we've decided to charge for now. This is the first time I've annualised it this morning, so that could look like, if we get it right, 400K extra in revenue, which is also 400K in GP, which is also 400K in net, because it was it's a service we were already offering that we're now going to charge for. So, yeah, that was quite surprising to see that number this morning. Yep.
It's a great learning. I'd like everyone to write that down. Is a lot of the time we give stuff away because we think that's just part of what we do. So I love that you've, essentially added not far off $500,000 to your bottom line just with that. So good job.
Yep. Biggest personal win, first trip to Uganda with Mission Abundance this year, which was, incredibly eye-opening and, huge, very rewarding to be a part of. So loved every bit of that. And Dumb Tax was probably shifting my focus and taking the finger off the pulse on some of the operations in the business and the impact that had on sales. Probably just reacting a little bit late. So got a good result in the end, but sort of retrospectively taking the finger off the pulse. Yep.
Good. Well done. And look, a little bit similar question to Paul. You've been coaching now a few years. You want to just give what that's done for you from the get-go to now, and just some rough numbers or percents?
Our first meeting with Wado around the donut, our P&L statement read a 400K loss for the year, so it was kind of all or nothing. I think last financial year we ticked over just over 1.5 in net, and we're on track next financial year for a 20 mil revenue. That's our target. So.
And that's in how many years of coaching?
We're into our third year now. So yeah.
Great turnaround. Give him a hand.
Yep.
You've been here a while. Yes, ma'am. Who are you? Where are you from?
Hi, I'm Sophie from Anna's. We're based here on the Sunshine Coast, and we make natural wellness products. My team is all here. Last time I was here, I think I'd only been in the business for a couple of weeks, and I looked at everyone standing on these microphones and thought, oh my goodness, I can never do that. I'll never have the confidence to do that. So, yeah, a bit scary, but here we are. Anyway, we've had lots of business wins, and it's, really hard to choose, but I guess one that stands out to me is we launched an email strategy last month in October, so we went from basically having no strategy and just kind of winging it and making around $30,000 a month from just email. And when we launched the strategy, we made over $100,000 just from email in that month. So it's definitely an area we want to focus on, and we've got lots of plans with that.
Awesome. And not bad result from sending an email.
Few emails, Bruce, not just
few. Righto, I'll give you that.
But over 100K, and it only cost us around $200 to actually make that.
And I'll get everyone to write this down. That particular company, they're doing a huge amount in loving their database, right? So for a lot of us, our database doesn't get enough love. It's not constructed correctly. etc. And you guys are putting a huge amount of energy into that. So over and above the result.
You sent around a video that we all watched, and you talked about how within digital marketing you own those customers. When you work with Meta, Instagram, Facebook, Google, you don't own those people. So you're very vulnerable to Meta and all the wonderful changes that they make all the time. Whereas email, you own those customers, and they actually want to hear from you, and it doesn't always have to be buy the product. It can be education and value adding, but people want to hear that. And as soon as you nurture your existing customers and stop focusing on constantly spending to get new, that as well. But yeah, we were not giving our existing customers enough love. So
Yeah, good. Excellent. Anything else?
no.
Okay, give her a hand. Well done. Thank you. Lucky last two. Yes, ma'am. Who are you? Where are you from?
G'day everybody, my name's Jade Warner. I'm the owner and managing director of Jayco Engineering Proprietary Limited on the Sunshine Coast. The biggest business win that I've had this year is I've been developing a tool for the engineering industry for about 8 years now for the structural engineering, hydraulic and fire engineering space. And I've just over the past months completed the program to 80%. And I've done that all myself, so I didn't have to outlay any costs, so that's been great. I've already got a subscription forecast for next year when I deploy it, and just on the 500 users should bring in about $500,000. So that's a pretty big win for us.
Well done. Great job. Anything else?
No, that's the biggest.
That's good.
That's the
Mic drop, walk off. I like it. Good stuff. Lucky last. Who are you, sir? Where are you from? What's the business?
Josh Linwood from Allwell Manufacturing in Maryborough. Biggest win, we signed a couple of new contracts, one with South Australian Fire Service and Snap-on Tools. So about, I don't know, 3.5 to 5 million a year. So
In both of them?
Beg your pardon?
In both of them? 3.5?
Yeah. So the South Australian Fire one will hopefully, if we do a really good job, it'll get bigger. So they're both new clients, but yeah, around that.
Excellent.
Personal win, we purchased a commercial property in Brisbane, so yeah, pretty excited about that.
What was your investment for that?
5 mil.
5 million, righto.
Yep.
And the yield?
6.7.
6.7, well done.
Dumb tax, we took too long to talk to our suppliers about getting a cheaper rate. So, again, it takes a phone call and, you get 5%. So, makes a big difference.
Well, you've had a massive quarter, massive year, actually, at Allwell. Just a quick one. How many years have you been coaching?
About 4.5 years now.
4.5. What was your turnover when you first started?
2.
2 million. And this year?
Probably 30, 35, something like that.
5 million. What's the difference?
Yeah, well, we're going for 40, but we'll see how we go.
Well, 2 to 35 million or 40
yeah.
is pretty amazing. So well done to you and the team.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Who are you?
Jamie from King Trusts on the Sunshine Coast. Mate, I thought you'd get this out of the way now before you call me out later. No, it's inspiring. I love listening to that stuff. It's the reason we've been doing it for so long.
How many years you been coaching, Jamie?
12.
12 years.
Yep.
Biggest learning in the time before we get onto the numbers and learning?
Stick to the process. Keep chipping away at it. And it's amazing what comes at the end.
Yep, follow the system.
That's it. Get in line. Stay in line. Look, I just want to get up. I've been texting crazily back to the office because we're sort of on the cusp, and I just got confirmation. I think we'll do a record this month for us, so that'll be at just under probably 4.2 million
of sales. Yep. Yep. Massive.
So annualised, that's 50, which would be a 42% uplift on last financial year.
So good.
Funnily enough, I've been saying that to the team for the last 6 months, that it's right on the cusp, and they're finally starting to get it. So.
And in terms of what drove that increase, what like the number one strategy that you got right to go from that uplift?
It's not just one. That's probably 18 months of executing a 3-year plan that we started with our site, machinery, people, what icebergs were going to come, and implementing that stuff. So it does show that, you know, we've had years where we've had that really quick uplift, and then there's the 3-year worth of work that starts to pay off. So the cool part of that is the next plan is 60 plus million, and that should start coming in the next 18 months. So, yeah.
It's remarkable. And when you first started coaching 12 years ago, what was the revenue?
3.6 million.
3.6 million to 50. That's pretty darn good.
Cheers.
Give him a hand, and also the team. Okay. Who thinks there's some tremendous results just there? Say yeah.